for our community to have this released. So,
one other little point of discussion just for the whole group is we're also, it was brought up that you might want to emphasize a sculptural piece as opposed to a mural. I mean, that was part of our discussion at our last session.
Yeah, we had discussed multiple different avenues that we could have specified on the NOFA release, but I believe the consensus was that we were going to open it up for any and everything, and you guys wanted to see all proposals that came in, and then you would decide what you liked the best.
Great.
So I have a question. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's not just my understanding, but just by observation, artwork that I have seen within the community, start and end within the parameters of the downtown and the business areas. I'm wondering what are the sites? I don't, because this is my first meeting. What are the site locations, and do we venture to branch out of the norm and think outside of the box in regards to display elsewhere? Our city is growing.
Yeah, actually with this NOFA, it's kind of a bring us what you've got. Bring us your ideas. Our only parameter is the city limits. So the sky's the limit within $50,000 in the city limits.
I think last year too, the last time that we did the NOFA, we specified downtown. So I think that might have been, that kind of led to some of that happening, because we had, stage and the murals and stuff too. And this time it doesn't specify so much, that is specifically
That's
downtown.
good. And so, Dawn, I have a question for you. I heard, I believe it was you that had stated the city administrator had set that figure just of the 50,000. Can that be depending upon the art piece? Is that a fluid number, and can it, and is it subject to change depending on the choices?
At this point, go ahead, Commissioner Legrand.
I know that last time when we released the NOFA, we had a specified amount, and we had so many great proposals that we actually went over the amount, and it was eventually approved by City Council. So it can happen. I'm not saying that it will, or, I'm not sure, but I know that last time that's exactly what happened. We had really super great proposals come in, and it went above and beyond what we had originally planned, and eventually the City Council did approve that. So it is possible in the past.
Thank you, Heidi. And so I don't want to assume anything. Would that be the, I think it was approximately 87,000 that was given to the railing project? Is that the one you're making reference to?
No, this is when we did the last NOFA, it was, I think we'd only planned on spending about 30,000, but we just had so many great things come out of it. The planners from downtown, stage, birdcage, there was a ton of interest, and we got a lot. And so we just went, above and beyond the amount and hoped that the City Council would approve it, and they did. So I'm just trying to identify what that artwork was. Are we talking about a mural? What was that? It was multiple projects.
Okay.
It was the Downtown Business Association had a project. I think it was the street lights and planners. Stage had a project. Birdcage had a project, and I think that there was another one. The problem with that is a lot of us have not been able to finish completely the projects because of COVID. That effect. But yeah, it was multiple. I want to say 3 or 4 projects.
Thank you. So that there is leniency, and that's what I wanted to hear. Thank you.
So we are going to document all that on the website project, and then we'll be able to see what has come before. I wasn't aware that we didn't have anything sorry. That's not a cell phone. I don't recall.
I didn't recall that ringtone on the cell phone.
But what I was going to say is I don't recall our council or our commission granting any funds for the railing project.
That's another conversation. Okay. No, you're absolutely right. This council did not grant those funds.
So,
So is there
I think,
any other questions regarding the NOFA for staff?
So I'd like to go ahead and call for a motion to approve the NOFA funding of $50,000.
Commissioner Tamori, there was no need for a motion on this. It was just a consensus. There was already a motion at the previous meeting to move forward with the NOFA. We were just bringing it back just so that you could put your eyes on it before it was released to the public. And if you had any final comments.
So we don't get to say, I approve or anything like that?
Well,
Consensus
we
of the
better
body.
approve.
So
If we
what's
have
the
a consensus
procedure
of the
then? We'll vote,
commissioners
or
to
we
move
just-
forward with the release of the NOFA, then that's what we will need for today.
It looks great. Great work, you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks great, and I'm excited to see what we get.
Me too.
Thank you.
Okay,
And then-
well, with that being said, then we can go ahead and move to adjourn. Is that?
He's not leaving here till we get a motion on something.
Well, and because it's a special meeting, we don't have all the extra discussion items and director's report or anything. We just are trying to minimize your time. We just wanted your eyes on it one last time before we release it to the public. And so the next meeting, February 8th, is when we will do more of our traditional meeting with staff reports and other items. Okay.
So I move that we adjourn the meeting.
I second.
Okay, we did something official here.
Thank you all.
Good to see everybody, and thank you. I mean, excited as you guys are also. We'll see
Yeah.
what we
See you next
All right.
month.
See you next month. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.